What's up, guys? It's your boy PSGINT here, back with another video. It's a sad day. It's the day afterwards. The defeat to Nice in the Coupe de France. It sees us being eliminated for the first time in the round of 16 since 2009, I believe. 2009. Very sad ending to this. In the beginning, it went very good. This Coupe de France adventure. Kylian Mbappe scoring 5 goals in 2 games. Coming up against Nice at the Parc des Princes. Messi starting. Yes, Mbappe was on the bench, but we couldn't do it. We couldn't. We did it defensively, but offensively we couldn't. It was a 0-0 draw as the first game between Paris Saint-Germain and Nice, and Nice won on penalties. Marcin Bulka, the Paris Saint-Germain goalkeeper, lonely, being very heroic for Nice. Xavi Simons missing the last penalty. It's a sad end to this adventure that hadn't even started, ending at the Parc des Princes. Very sad, but let's see what we can take from this game. So this was the formation, the lineup. Donnarumma in goal, back line of Dagba, Kerrer, Kimpembe, Nunez, Marquinhos, the big misser there. Danilo Pereira, Herrera, and Verratti in the midfield, and Messi, Icardi, Draxler to finish off the team. Donnarumma 7.9. I mean, he did nothing wrong. Saved 1 penalty in the shootout and was good the whole game, distribution wise, save wise. Every shot that came on him, he caught it. So, I mean, Donnarumma, one of the best performers this game. Colin Dagba 6.4. I mean, why is this guy still playing at our club? I mean, if Pochettino was going for some secondary plays, I think you should have played what's it called? The young Parisian centre-back, 16-year-old at centre-back and Kerrer at the right-back. But yeah, Dagba is a player that we need to sell as quick as possible because it isn't PSG standard. Next up to him we have Kerrer, 7.1. We will talk a bit more about him later, but great performance from Kerrer. Yeah, he got a yellow card, but it was very needed, especially with Danilo Pereira being ass. Kimpembe next to him. I mean, Kimpembe was really good. He was really aggressive this game, didn't let anyone go past him, and had that one picture that went viral where he was like, I don't care about that tackle. I don't care if you cry. And I like that mentality, so great performance from Presnel Kimpembe. Next to him, Nunez, 6.9 according to SofaScore. I don't know how. For me, Nunez was really great this game. His crosses are so good. If we just had a striker, yes, Icardi is a striker. He's a lethal finisher in the box, or he should be. Couldn't get attached to a single one of them. Very close from the rest of the Parisiens. Attackers from Nunez crosses, but it was really good. He needs, for me, he's young, so I'm not that hard on him, and he has to adapt, of course. One thing he has to stop doing is going in for challenges, because if you not make him, if you go past him, it's empty behind him. Yes, he has the pace to get back, but sometimes the winger is too pacey for him. Danilo Pereira, I mean, him and Icardi share the opposite of man of the match, shit of the match, because both of them were garbage this game. How he got a 7.2, I mean, it has to be his block in the end and his tackle and so on, but if you look at it performance wise, the first 75 minutes he was ass. Next to him, Andre Herrera, I mean, average as usual, 6.5. I don't think that was that terrible. I mean, average. I don't want to hit it up at Paris Saint-Germain. Yes, a cup player, no, nothing more than that. But for me, he's too old. And let's just play a youngster instead that can either grow into a Paris Saint-Germain starter or playing time, or we can at least improve his value, like Michut. And Verratti in the midfield, we will of course talk about him much later, but he was amazing this game. Man of the match for me, Marco Verratti, best midfielder in the world, and no comments about that. In attack, we had Lionel Messi, who will come to a bit more later, of course. The whole attack, we will come to it a bit later, but he was good. It's his first start since coming back from COVID and the break in January, the Christmas break for Paris Saint-Germain players. Next to him, Icardi. I mean, Icardi. I hope that you don't miss these amount of chances with your wife in the bed, because then you're both a horrible man and a player. And next to him, Draxler. I mean, okay. I'm not fussed about Draxler because it's a cup game. This is a game he should be starting, of course, not the regular games. But yeah, Draxler is one of those players like Dagba that we should move on a lot earlier, but we didn't. So I mean, the performance was okay. I mean, it's Nice, so for me, if we only took our chances and scored at least 1 or 2 goals, it would have been a good performance, but average or a little bit good. Next up, let's talk about the players. So we have Lionel Messi. Bang average performance if you look statistical wise, but in the game he tried his best. He had some shots. He had 3 shots this game. 2 shots, 1 on target. He tried his best, but his best isn't good enough. I expect much more from Lionel Messi, but he just came back from COVID, so I'm a little bit okay with him. 4 out of 6 dribbles is only good thing, and he had those 4 out of 6 dribbles in the first half only. So what happened to him during the second half, dribbling wise? But yeah, league and referees need to be much more attentive to the tackles made on Lionel Messi, because they absolutely destroyed him physically that game, and referees need to be more careful, because Messi's 35 years old and he's a gem, so you can't let Traoré and Thuram and these likes of guys do whatever they want to him physically. Next up, Marco Verratti, as I said, the man of the match. 8 of 5 duels won, 3 defensive actions, 2 key passes, 4 out of 6 long balls, 134 touches and 88% accuracy. Great performance from the little Italian magician, but not good enough from the rest of the team. I think Marco Verratti, if he keeps on playing like this, he will be at least one of the players that will give us hope to the Real Madrid game. Next up, we have Thilo Kehrer. 3 out of 8 duels won, 1 shot, 3 defensive actions, 3 out of 4 long balls, 103 touches and 98% pass accuracy. A good performance from Kehrer, especially when just a few months ago he was getting a lot of slander from neutrals and Paris Saint-Germain fans. So big up Thilo Kehrer. He's actually doing the best he can, really motivated and so on, and it was much better than most of the Paris Saint-Germain players yesterday. Next up, we have Wijnaldum is the donkey. So what's Icardi? What's worse than a donkey? Because 6 touches, lost the ball 3 times, 0 dribbles, 0 key passes, 0 defensive actions, and 0 shots. So what did actually Icardi do this game? And how he got a 6 out of 4 rating it's a disgrace. I mean, how is this guy still playing for Paris Saint-Germain? Pochettino starts him every game. He puts out a shit performance, Icardi, and then he starts him again. I mean, how does this look in Xavi Simon's face? He sees Icardi plays 90 minutes, does absolutely nothing, and doesn't get to start ahead of him when the 20 minutes he played were a lot better than Icardi's 90 minutes. We can't be having this at Paris Saint-Germain. We need to change this. Icardi, out. And last but not least, we had Julian Draxler, came back from a long sustaining injury he got in the international break with Germany. 60 touches, 93 pass accuracy, 1 long ball, 3 key passes, which is very good, 4 defensive actions, and 4 out of 7 duels won. He was pressing a lot, so I would say a good to great performance from Draxler. Did the most he can, but of course, he isn't that talented, especially anymore with him not playing that much for either Germany or Paris Saint-Germain. But still, an applause for Draxler. He was at least not as shit as some other players. Next game will be played 6th of February on a Sunday, 20:45 French time at an away ground, Stade Pierre Mauroy, in the round 23 of Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Of course, Lille aren't as good as they were last season when they beat us to the Liga title, but they're still a great side to come up against, especially when they are in the round of 16 in the Champions League facing Chelsea FC. So it's a good game to prepare us for Real Madrid. And we have Rennes after that. So two great games for Paris Saint-Germain. But other than that, make sure to like this video if you thought it was either informative or you actually liked what I said about this game. Make sure to subscribe to the best Paris Saint-Germain YouTube channel in the world. And make sure to put on notifications so you never miss a PSG video. And other than that, allez, allez, allez Paris!